away at that lamp, looking into each other's eyes. Like, damn, girl, I wish I could be locked in a room with you all day. Girl, I wish they would lock us up and throw away the key. The things I would do to you. Oh, yeah? What would you do to me? Girl, I wish they would tell us we could only see each other all day. All day. Your wish is granted. A lot of couples learned a lot during the pandemic. A lot of couples learned a lot during the pandemic. A lot of people realized that love may be unconditional, but like has a time limit. Because I love you, baby. I just don't know if I like you anymore. It all started as so much fun, remember? Oh, in the beginning, it was like a sleepover. Oh my God, this is so much fun. And then the weeks turned into months. The months turned into years. And at some point, you'd be sitting in the house with a glaze over your eyes. And you'd hear them coughing on the other side. And you'd be like, yes. Oh, yes, Jesus. Take them now, Lord. If it's their time, it's their time. Let thy will be done, Lord Jesus. I could use the extra office space. You know, one of the things that saddens me the most about the world we live in is that we oftentimes don't have the luxury to process the whys. We know that things happen. We feel the things happening to us. But oftentimes, we don't make the time or we don't have the time to process the why. Why were we so angry? Why did we fight each other so much? We had no compassion for each other. We were the worst of ourselves. And you know, if you ask me, it's because we were scared. As humans, we become so comfortable knowing that we forget how uncertain life is. We get taught every single day that we know. We get comfortable knowing. So you think you'll always know. And what's the traffic going to be like? You know. What's the weather going to be like? You know. Oh, it'll rain on Thursday. You understand what a magic trick that is? If you had that technology 500 years ago, you were like, oh, it'll rain on Thursday. People would be like, we take that for granted, but it's also made us forget that life is uncertain. We don't know. The pandemic showed it. It exposed every single one of us. And I think the thing that we didn't take a moment to think about is the why. Why were we so angry? Why were we so frustrated? It wasn't because of movies. It wasn't because we couldn't go out to parties. It wasn't because we couldn't go to the mall or any of that shit. It's because we lost each other. I lost you. You lost me. We lost this. You know? That's the real thing people were frustrated about. And what made it worse was that governments made it seem like they knew. I think that's the thing that made it worse. They were so confident. They made it seem like they knew. They said it will be 21 days. 21 days. I will never forget that number. Because we didn't ask why. Right? We heard China building a 10,000 person hospital overnight. None of us asked, why? We were just like, China. They love building shit. I remember how confident world leaders were as well. Some more cocky than others. One of my favorites was Prime Minister of the UK, Boris Johnson. Yeah, he was an interesting one. He went to a hospital during the pandemic, and he was hugging people. Like right at the beginning, he was hugging people, going around hugging people. Journalists asked him, they're like, Prime Minister Johnson, do you think it's appropriate for you to be hugging people during a pandemic? He's like, first of all, everyone needs to calm down. This is not a pandemic. This is not a pandemic. Look at my hair. Do I look stressed? Everybody needs to calm down. Nothing. Everything is fine. Well, I can touch people. We're not shutting down. Everything's staying open. The pubs will stay open. The football stays open. Now, if you excuse me, I have to go. He's just gone. He didn't give a shit. Huh? America's president. Oh, he was even cockier. Yeah. You see him when he came out? Donald J. Trump? Oh, he had all the swag. He was like, folks, we're gonna have it handled. In 21 days, the virus will be gone. 21 days. Some are even saying 20. That disease came and kicked Trump and Boris deep in the chest. Both men went to the ICU, almost died. Only reason they survived is because they're both heads of state. They gave them that secret juice. Boris, to his credit, he came out of that hospital like he had seen Jesus. He came from the hospital, held a press conference, shut everything down. He came there barely dressed. He was like, everybody, this is not a joke. I've seen it for myself. The UK shutting down. Please, the football's gone. The pubs are gone. Do not take this lightly. I've experienced it myself. I promise, this is not fun. I can't talk to you. I have to go. Please, I can't talk. I have to. And he was just gone. Gone. That man was terrified. I was half expecting coronavirus to come around the corner like... Trump, on the other hand, didn't give a damn. That man will die from being stubborn. He came out of the hospital, could barely breathe, but still held a press conference. Didn't even speak. It was just like... If I can do it, so can you. Oh, man. I honestly don't get how anybody voted for that man. I really don't get it. And by the way, I don't mean politically, right? I understand people will vote for the politics they want to vote for. I get that. What I don't understand is why people voted for him. What was even crazier was that some people voted for him and then were disappointed by who he was. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. People were there like, I can't believe what he's doing right now. I just can't believe what he's doing. I'm sorry, you can't believe what's happening? Donald Trump, can you believe this? Can I believe that he's doing the exact same thing he's been doing for his whole life? Yeah, I can't believe this. There's a shock. You're shocked? Donald Trump is the least shocking human being I've ever come across in my life. He is consistently being himself. The man is a cliched villain. Looks like a villain, talks like a villain. Like he looks like he should be in a Scooby-Doo episode. With that face, with that vibe, you could see him in the lineup when they're trying to solve the crime. Who do you think it is, Scoob? Be like, oh, it wasn't me, I'll tell you that much. He was like, I didn't do anything, I'm innocent. Be like, I'm innocent, so innocent. Some say the most innocent man who's ever lived. Be like, yeah, I think it's that guy. I just don't get it. Why would you vote for? I mean, I get it, but I don't understand. Because what I get, and I've realized is, in the United States of America, if you want to win an election, all you need to have is a strange voice. Simple as that. You want to be president of the United States? Get a strange voice, you're done. Yeah, forget policies, forget ideas, that's boring. You come out there, here are my ideas, boo! Normal sounding ass bitch. No. You come out there with a strange voice, the people love it. You realize there's been no American president who has a normal speaking voice. None. Now, you can go back as far as you want. None of them spoke normal. None. Now, go back as far, like JFK. JFK, he didn't speak normal. He had that thing where it was like, ask not what your country can do for you. but I ask for you. And that's not normal. I don't care what anybody says, that's not normal. You telling me that man was standing in a McDonald's ordering food with that voice? Because they're like, could I please get a number 1 medium with fries? And I'll also have a McFlurry, please. What do you mean the ice cream machine is broken? That's not normal. No American presidents speak normal. None. Bill Clinton, he didn't speak normal. He always did that thing where it sounded like he was trying to seduce the audience. You know? They'd be like, I do not have sexual relations with that woman. What are you doing? No American president spoke normal. None of them. George Bush, he didn't speak normal. He always did that weird chuckly thing. He'd be like, you're gonna find the people that did this, and then we're gonna bomb a totally different country. Fool me once. That's not normal. No American president spoke normal. None. Barack Obama, he didn't speak normal. He always did that thing where it sounded like his voice was buffering. As Americans, we've got to try to get a faster internet. That's not normal. Joe Biden, he doesn't speak normal. Are you kidding me? He just like fades into mumbles every time he gives a speech. It's not normal. He'll be up there and be like, that's why the most important thing to understand is no dreams to define. It was the finest Negroes. Come on, man. Come on. Hey. I mean it. Come on. That's not normal. Trump, that was the weirdest of all. Every other American president was predictable. You know, you understood the ebb and flow. Trump, you never knew what to expect. Right? The volume on his voice all over the place, inflection where it didn't make sense. Do you know how hard it was to figure out where to put the volume on your TV when watching a speech? I had to sit there and write it like a shitty DJ the whole time as you speak, because you wouldn't know where it would happen. He'd be up there. I think as Americans, we try and try, so try, big trying, all trying, and it is so good. But I know, and I think, if we can, what we won't, but we will, but maybe, but. What? It's not normal. That's why I laugh whenever I come to Canada and watch your news. Every time I come to Canada, I turn on the news, and they'll be like, there's a Canadian scandal happening. Justin Trudeau in another scandal. He has the most adorable scandals. You kidding me? Compared to American presidents, what? And they're like, he's scandalous. Has he been convicted of anything? Then shut the hell up. And be like, he's scandalous. He's got the terribles. He slept at a rich man's house. Oh, it's adorable. My favorite scandal of Justin Trudeau's by far is the one where he went on a trip to India and then became Indian. That has to be one of the greatest scandals of all time. I remember when it broke. He took off. He was wearing a suit. He left Canada, waving on the plane. Goodbye, goodbye, everybody, goodbye. Got on, flew to India, landed, doors opened, and he came out, and he was already half Indian. He had the jacket on. But what was crazy was that as the trip progressed, he became more and more Indian each day. Clearly, no one was telling him what was happening on the news in Canada, because Canadians were losing it. They're like, this is disrespectful. How can you do this, eh? And he was out there, and he was just becoming more and more Indian. It started with the top, and then he went down to the pants. He had the full outfit, and then he had the headrest. My favorite was when he walked into a meeting with Indian dignitaries, and they were all wearing suits. This man walked into that meeting looking like he was about to audition for Buck